Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you. You're watching a brand new episode of Encounter. Today, our guest is a grandmaster of Lama Fera. He's also a young person studying a doctorate in science and research. And he's also the author of his own book, which is called Div, The Universe Within. So our guest is none other than Divesh Sreekeessoon, and more fondly known as Div. A very warm welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Roshan.
To our viewers watching at home, Divesh is more fondly known as Div, and we will be speaking about Lama Fera, amongst other things, today. So, Div, can you please tell us briefly a definition about what is Lama Fera? Because it's a fairly new concept to me also.
So, Lama Fera is a very old technique practiced by Lama gurus in the Tibet. So it was brought by Dr. Saini, who is the originator for the modern world. So Lama means Buddhist guru, and Fera is moving in a circular way around someone.
You mean it's a healing technique? Is it healing energetically, physically, mentally? So why do people need healing in the first place?
So healing, it's not only about the outer body. Mostly 3/4 of the world, they are busy in their hectic life. So healing is to heal within you.
Okay.
To help you transform yourself. By yourself, this healing, it's just like pressing this button within you to let it flow within.
So I introduced you as a grandmaster of Lama Fera. So does it mean that you already have a great life?
No. So grandmaster is that you started from the beginning, and your guru, my guru is Swami Nirakar. He is the first grandmaster initiated by the originator, Dr. Saini. He came to Mauritius in 2019, and within my research about healing, etc., I've heard about many friends talking about Lama Fera, etc. Then I've searched. They referred me Swami Nirakar. He was someone incognito, no website, nothing. He decided to say, "Okay, Div, I'm coming to Mauritius." He came. That was a boom in Mauritius. We received the Guinness Book of Record for the workshop. It was the world biggest Lama Fera workshop ever had in the world.
You mean online?
No. Lama Fera is not a technique that we can teach online. It's presential.
All right.
And then everyone was fascinated about this technique because they took a selfie before the workshop, and on the same day, they retook a selfie, and there was a facial change.
All right.
It
could be seen visually.
Yes.
So what is the record about then?
The record was about
the number of people.
The number of people and how the people felt.
Okay.
During the workshop, they changed mentally, and their way of thinking and their way of approaching, not seeing a person, but seeing the light within the person.
How long was the workshop?
The workshop was on 4 days.
4 days, okay. And it was on Lama Fera itself?
On Lama Fera.
Okay.
Changing from scratch to transforming them in these 4 days to where they are now.
So you were already a grandmaster when this workshop happened, so you were a facilitator for it, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. And so Lama Fera is a healing technique that sounds and seems that has come a long way back in history. It has existed for a long time. Why is it so important? What is the essence of it? It will lead me to my next question. Why are you so interested with it?
So my interest was at the beginning. It was there was 450,000 mantras that the monk chanted and transformed into physical symbols.
Okay.
And I've experienced it, and the essence in it is these techniques don't take about hours to have an effect on you, and this is why. You know, I'm someone very.
You did mention that it's a very powerful technique
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yes, that's why we had physical changes within the selfies.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. As you have brought a few things with you in the studio, can you show us a bit? Can you explain what you brought with you?
Yes. So let's begin with the malas.
Yeah.
This is a Skechu mala from
Okay.
India.
How do you say that?
Skechu mala.
Skechu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this mala, you will see in movies that Buddhist monk has a long mala on their neck
Yeah.
and doing the japam also.
Okay.
And this mala is called the Skechu mala.
Okay.
Every student within the workshop received one,
Okay.
like this. This is for protection, removing entities while they are doing the practice.
All right.
And this is the Buddhi mala.
It's also a mala, but it looks bigger.
Yeah, this is a 108 bead mala
Okay.
from Bodh Gaya.
From?
Bodh Gaya.
Bodh Gaya. What's
Yeah.
Bodh Gaya?
Bodh Gaya was the place where Buddha was enlightened.
All right. Okay.
And this particular seed, if you looked in it, there is
Yeah.
an eye.
Okay.
So it is known as the eye of protection.
Okay.
Then
So
we
this is a protection, but you mentioned the smaller one also is for protection.
Yes.
So both of them are protection.
both are for protection, for how do you say, raise our energy.
So why is it different sizes then?
It's different type of seed.
Okay.
From-
But both have 108.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have the Lama Fera rod, customized and consecrated by Swami Nirakar. If you will see, they are symbol that he designed on it.
Okay.
So we have crystal chip in it.
Mhm.
So while drawing the symbol, this unfold many times.
You mentioned that this rod is used for the drawing of symbols. So why? It's very weird. What symbols do you have to draw?
So in Lama Fera, we have about 12 symbols, different type of symbol. We have 6 symbol, which is for purifying the body
Okay.
and re-energizing.
Okay.
And we have the kriyas.
So yeah, you have also a cloth and 2 other things.
Yes, so we have the maroon robe.
Okay.
This, if you will think about, you will see a Buddhist monk, they are in a maroon robe.
Yes. Why maroon though?
So this is for protection.
All protection.
Yeah.
Is the world that bad that we need so much protection?
No, but not everyone will see the light within people. So our intention, our wording, many people don't think about their intention, their word turning into a wish.
Okay.
So to the universe. So we have to be protected from all these non-voluntary intention that people send to us.
Okay. Okay. And there's also the wood.
Yes, this wood is to help the patient or the student to
The
be more
patient to help. So when you're doing a healing.
when we are doing a healing.
Okay.
So we have a particular way to put it outside, within the aura of the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is mainly used during the healing process.
This is mainly...
The rod is used before the healing process to draw symbols.
Yeah.
The robe is what you wear when you do the healing, I'm guessing, and the malai, both the malas are constantly worn. So whenever you participate in the Lama Fera session or you're doing a healing, you have all of these on
Yeah.
you. So everyone has this?
Yes, every student,
Okay.
while they are coming to the workshop, they receive their kit.
Before we take a break also, how old is Lama Fera then, the healing technique?
Lama Fera is before Christ.
Before Christ.
Yeah.
But then how does it come back to one of the masters that you said?
So Dr.
The
Saini,
technique,
Dr.
yeah.
Saini is the originator for the modern days.
All right.
So he was a tantric guru, a seeker, an inner engineer. So he has gone to Tibet to learn about what is the secret of Buddhism, how can they cure someone within their meditation, etc.
Okay.
So he spent years and years and years. Then there was 2 Lama gurus who accepted to teach him this technique. Then he decided to bring it to the modern world.
So, how many types of Lama Fera techniques are there then for healing?
There are only one.
There's only one.
There's only
Alright.
one technique.
That's very reassuring then. Div, I have many more questions to you, but don't go anywhere. I'll also ask the viewers not to go anywhere. We'll be back shortly after this coming report. Lama Fera is a highly effective Buddhist healing technique of Tibetan Lamas, specially used in eliminating dark forces and negative energies from human bodies and houses, amongst others, and even offers protection from enemies. It is also even used for normal healing too. It is a technique that has been used since 620 BC. It involves calling upon Lord Buddha to come to heal the situation. His healing energy flows through the healer to the person needing healing in Lama Fera. It has 12 symbols to practice. A practitioner can sense the vibrations and feel changes in his energy levels just after the session of Lama Fera. It helps to clear negative energy or problems in business, property, health, amongst others. It does not result in any physical problem or adverse reaction. It promotes the chemical processing of the body, muscles, bones, digestive disorders, and gives strength and radiant energy. A healing session features a ritual. The healing does not include touching the body. It involves the use of mantras and symbols and their vibrations. The healer helps to transfer Lord Buddha's energy to the patient to heal a particular illness or disease. According to practitioners, the healing happens through the use of 12 symbols which they cannot disclose to anybody except those learning this therapy. Lama Fera is taught in 2 levels, the Master Healer level and the Master Teacher level. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You're still watching Encounter and we are still talking about Lama Fera with Div. You gave us a brief description of what Lama Fera is, and in the report we had a little bit more information. How do you find yourself being a Grand Master of Lama Fera? What has been your journey so far?
So,
have you been seeking around?
Yes.
Have you been seeking spiritual growth or evolution, how we call it?
a lot. My path started from my younger age,
Okay.
from the age of 11,
Okay.
still a baby, and I was supported by my parents and my family to get into this type of path that I wanted to. And everyone was, during my childhood, was fascinated with my hands. And they were coming if they were having a pain, etc. Just a little massage and the pain was gone.
Healing hands?
Healing hands.
I've heard that before. Some people have healing hands, some people have healing feet. They just touch it.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that what you have?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
But it
don't
has
know.
worked?
Yes,
All right. It works then.
it works.
Okay.
So we come back to my journey.
Yes.
I've seek with Reiki, finishing every step that we had, many types of modalities. Even I co-founded a technique called hypnomind therapy with one of the best hypnotherapists in the world, Dr.
Okay.
Henry Niken.
Okay.
I've integrated the spiritual part, and he integrated the scientific part in it. Then I've encountered Lama Fera.
Encounter.
Lama Fera, that was the most amazing destination that I've landed on.
Reiki is also known as a healing technique,
Yeah.
right? So, and there are quite a few other modalities that exist. So when you mentioned you did everything in Reiki, you still felt that you had to go further?
You know, in life we have many staircases.
Yes.
We have to move on. We have to go with the flow.
Okay.
Reiki was one staircase. So as a seeker, we need to know more and more.
Absolutely agree.
I am open. I keep learning every day. Yeah.
Yes. You mentioned hypnotherapy. Is that
Yes.
you derived a new technique? What is that about?
This technique is called hypnomind therapy. So we have merged the parapsychology with the clinical hypnosis.
Okay.
which is transhypnose and conversational hypnosis
Okay.
with parapsychology.
All right. That's quite a few technical terms you've used there. So
Yeah.
let's break it down a bit. What you've just said.
So parapsychology is a technique, is a psychological technique that we work with paranormal.
Paranormal.
Yeah.
When you mean paranormal, is things that are beyond our understanding and we are
Yes.
trying to understand.
Metaphysical
Yes.
things. So we integrated. Dr. Henriken is a metaphysician also,
Okay.
for more than 45 years of experience.
Okay.
And then we sat, we elaborate everything, how to simplify it for
Okay.
the practitioners. So we had transhypnosis, which is, as we all know,
Transcendent hypnosis.
No.
Transhypnosis.
transhypnosis is to channel, like a meditation, to channel the person where is his issue,
and
and then we work on it. It's like NLP, neuro-linguistic
linguistic
programming.
Yes.
So it's like this, but more deep.
Okay.
And then we have the conversational hypnosis, which is when I'm talking to you, your intention is with me.
Of course.
So everything that you are listening is you don't care who is talking behind or whatever. You want to know what I'm saying.
My focus is on you.
Yeah. This is a bit about the conversational hypnosis.
That is also used in a healing.
Yes.
So can I say I'm being hypnosed right now and I'm getting healing
No.
also?
This is during counseling sessions.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So you're qualified in all those things, all those modalities which form part of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Studying a doctorate in science and research, I think that makes sense a bit now why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Where, how are you doing it? Why is it important for you to do it?
So I'm doing it in distance. The university is based in the United States. And this always fascinated me to be a researcher, to be scientific, but not in materialistic
All right.
things, but in subject that we can't describe, but we can.
All right. Well, as you mentioned earlier, paranormal things
Yeah.
that are beyond science,
Yes.
which exist, but we cannot prove the existence.
Yes.
And most people believe in it, so I think you're in the right direction. So what is the bigger picture here going forward, Div?
Making everyone understand to not look about your physical body. Yes, everyone is beautiful. Everyone has a shiny, a fabulous aura. But how can you express this energy when you are not connecting within?
Okay.
So within is important. If we want to go deeper and deeper in our path,
Okay.
we must be aligned with the high consciousness, the consciousness, and the physical consciousness.
Do you think there's a lot of people thinking along those lines nowadays? Yeah.
During the confinement,
Exactly.
this was for me and some friends around the world. People keep asking when I'm going. I wish to be home with my family, etc. So be it. Universe granted your wishes.
Yes.
You were 2 years with your family.
From what I understand, from what you have been saying, there are things that we are not tapping into to live a great life. But also, that makes me think, are we going wrong somewhere? Are we missing out on something?
So
Because then it leads me to the question, why is it so important for you to go out there and encourage people to have a better life?
let's take Mauritius.
Yep.
How many people are not feeling themselves in Mauritius? There are lots.
Yes, they're not living a great life.
They are living in anxiety, stressful life. This is the problem.
Okay.
We are not here to help you in your financial problem or to solve your problem. Yes, we are here to help you and to coach you to customize training, coaching session, to make you transform your life from scratch to where you have to be.
So allow me to please give me an example. Let's say I come to see you one
Yeah.
day, without giving too many details,
Mhm.
but how does it work then?
So I'm going to ask you, Roshan, who are you?
It's a massive question. I don't know. I don't know what kind of answer you're looking there.
Who are you within?
A being of light, a
Yes.
servant of the higher ones, an instrument of light.
Servant? No. Okay. This I'm going to correct you.
All right.
We have our own free will to drive.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. We are the co-creator. We are here to represent him,
Yes.
the supreme one,
Of
Parabrahma.
course.
But unfortunately, our mind, there are two hemispheres. There are Mars and Venus. One is dry and one is wet. We don't think into one. We think into two. We will think about, oh, yes, it is good for me. I want to go to Morocco, for example. Yeah, it's good, but is it safe? This is the second question. Why don't we think with one, being one with us, the balance, thinking with the heart?
So, what would the ideal question be then?
So, one thing at a time, one thought at a time.
Okay.
We are not the AI to think thousand and thousand of things at the same time.
Multitasking.
Yeah,
So one task at a time.
one task at a time, and we have to focus the intention. That's why people say, "Oh, I'm going to play to the lotto," and why don't I win the lotto? Because you are thinking about, oh, if I would have the 90 million of
Lottery.
last week,
Yeah.
I would have a car, I would have this. You can't set many intention, you won't receive it.
So when you play the lotto, you focus on playing the lotto.
You play it right now. Be in the present. Don't be in the future.
All right, I'll do that next time. If I win, I'll let you know. Amen to that. And Div, we mentioned at the beginning of this interview that you're also an author. Your book is Div, The Universe Within. Just very briefly, why did you write it and what is it about?
I've wrote this book because I've coached many people around the world, and they all are stuck on the rock. See a river,
Let's see your river.
okay? The water goes with the flow, and there are big rocks. So with emotion, etc., we have emotion. We are human, but if we are one and go with the flow, this will go like life will be easier. Last but not least, I'm going to say something. Living with the flow is the system that Buddhist monk practice.
All right.
It's living in a meditative lifestyle. So 24/7, you are in meditation. People will see you without stress.
How do you achieve that?
You have to be connected with the higher self, higher consciousness, and the physical.
I think it's more important than being connected is to remember to be connected until it becomes a habit.
To be one first.
To be one. So it's like a muscle that you develop, and eventually with
Yes.
time it works out. All right, fantastic. Div, any last words before we conclude this interview?
Yes, I would. Folks watching me, stop holding the rock in the river. Just let you go in with the flow and see the magic.
Oh, beautiful. And I wish everyone magic, including you and also to our viewers. Div, thank you very much for being here. It's
Thank you.
been very fascinating, a very quick interview. I'm sure we will meet again. I have no
Indeed.
doubt about it. And it was thanks to you that we had an interview with Enolia the shaman,
Yeah.
so for our viewers who do not know this. So it was thanks to you that we had the interview with Enolia, and many, many, many people have reached out to me asking where can I contact her. So I think it was very well received, and you also received a lot of
Yeah.
blessings through this. So thank you very much, and thank you for
you.
this interview.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we will meet again.
Indeed.
Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode of Encounter. If you have any questions, queries on the topic or on the guest, drop an email. It's encounter@mbc.itnet.mu. Until the very next program, goodbye.